Good day, math students. This afternoon or this morning, we'll be doing the distributive law. The distributive law. Let's get into it. Now, when you hear the word distribute, you often think about sharing, right? Or giving out, or spreading. And that's the idea behind the distributive law in mathematics as well. It has to do with spreading or giving out a certain value over a bracket or over a set of numbers. Let's look at an example and we can expound on this a bit more. Let's say we have 3x and 2x plus 3. And we are told to distribute 3x over this bracket. What we mean is that we're multiplying it using the distributive law, which states that if we multiply each of these values by 3x, we should get a different value that we can add together at the end to get our answer. So we multiply 3x by 2x, and that will give us, let's write that over here, 3x times 2x is literally saying 3 times x times 2 times x, right? Because when we see a number beside a letter in algebra, it means multiplication. So we can go ahead and write this as such a multiplication. What we're going to go ahead and do now is to group our like terms. So the numbers will go with numbers. So it's 3 with the 2, right? The 2 right there. And the x's with the x's. So it's 3 2's 6, and x times x is simply x squared. So the answer we'd get here for distributing this bracket when we say 3x times 2x plus 3x plus 3x, times 3. What we would get here is we already have our 3x times 2x. We've already worked out what that would be right here. And that is 6x squared plus our 3x times 3, which is 3 times 3 is 9. And the x remains because there's no other x to multiply it with. So that's our answer, 6x squared plus 9x. So that was our example 1. We'll move on to a second example so we can expound a bit more. So example 2. Let's say we have 4x to distribute over the bracket 3x minus 5. We can go ahead and do this distribution using the law of distribution, the distributive law as well. So it's going to be 4x times 3x, right? And then it's going to be minus 5 that we're multiplying by 4x as well. So 4x times 3x is going to give us, the 4 times the 3 is going to give us 12, and the x times the x is going to give us x squared. Then minus 5 times 4x will give us minus 20x. And that's our answer. And for our final example, we'll have a slightly different one. And it's going to be negative 2x. We have 3 in bracket plus 4x, and we're going to be distributing this negative 2x over this bracket. So it's going to be negative 2x times 3, like our plus negative 2x times 4x. So negative 2x times 3, that gives us negative 6x. And if we say we're adding, it's negative 2x times 4x. So the negative 2 times the 4 gives us negative 8. And the x times the x gives us x squared. When we have two signs being beside each other like this, plus sign and a minus sign, or a positive and a negative, the negative comes out, right? When we have positive and negative, our answer is a negative sign. So we can rewrite this equation as negative, or this expression as negative 6x minus 8x squared. And that's our answer. Thank you for tuning in. You can go and do your practice now, and you'll be successful in this one.